Yeah, I live with my mother. She called me.
No problem.
Yeah, and she made some good nacho cheese nachos.
Oh.
And she goes to like this event, like church, like not Sunday, but Sunday after church meetings every Tuesday and Friday for kids, and she would bring food and make food Tuesday and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she makes some nachos like here. Like, these right here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she made them with meat. They're all in meat and cheese, and she made with this big pot, right? Very big pot.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good cook. She's like the next Martha Stewart, I tell you.
When I come down, I want to check out some of those nachos. Alright, well, I gotta run. My girlfriend just texted me and she was like, she's on her way home. She's coming home early. So,
okay.
she sent me this message. Don't get yourself into more than you can handle. She saw my Facebook post before. Kind of,
oh, by the way, I just want you to know I got the treatment. I saw it was really good.
Thank you.
I'm going to look over that and see if I can add some stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I gotta go over Act 3, and, you know, I'll send you Act 3, and then you can let me know, like, what works, what doesn't work, what we can add, you know, if you want to take anything out, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I was curious about the part with the theater fight, and you added how Blair kind of shows herself. You said, does it happen during the fight in the theater? She does something?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could come up with a way that, you know, that would entice them to have Blair in the group during the whole Casino Royale thing. You know, maybe she should, you know, she could just make a remark or, you know, be like, oh, wait, the only James Bond was Sean Connery or Pierce Brosnan, you know? Or just something crazy, you know?
Yeah, I was that's what I was thinking about. Maybe she should say it, because I was thinking about maybe one of the club members should say it, or maybe she could say it.
Yeah, just something to get them curious into having her come on board.
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
I was thinking about this, like after they walk out of the theater, and you thought the police would arrest them, but they didn't, because the police are like, oh, this crap happens in theaters all the time. It's like a bar in this town. and one of the young kids who bashed these guys because they hate Casino Royale, and they started to fight. The young guy who liked Casino Royale, you know, he gets pissed, and he confronts the club in the parking lot. He gets into a fight with them. And one of the club members, fuck you, you young pussy ass fucking murderer. Go back and watch Hannah Montana. And then they start into a fight. And that's when Blair grabs the guy and almost breaks his arm. Like, that's what makes them more curious about it. Like, she's worthy.
Yeah, she could do something cool like trick shot. You know, like they'll have the guy there, and she could be like, watch this, and then do that. You know, like the Bond, the da-na, da-na, but put her hand up, and the guy's looking at her hand, and she could just be like psych him out, hit him in the face. My nephew did that to me when he was like 7. It totally took me by surprise. He's like, Uncle Matt, did you know that if your hand is bigger than your face, you have cancer? So I went like this, and he just went smack, and smacked me in the face. I was like, he could have broke my nose.
And I think that would be good for Blair. That would be good for Blair to be in the club that way, because it shows that she has some skills, like some special military skills. Because you said like her mother was in the military, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we could play on that. Yeah, for sure.
So she's kind of like actually is the Rambo in the story.
Yeah. And especially in the sequel, because we could just have them destroy everything. Like, you know, the sequel with the the corporate media trying to film a Rambo reboot.
Yeah.
And have like the group just be like, fuck this ain't happening, and just destroy the whole production.
Because the bullshit going on in Hollywood right now, these remakes, that'll be good for the sequel purpose.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, so I gotta get out of here. But
I'll say one last thing.
Yeah.
Can you next time you talk to Stephen Lang, make sure you talk. Have you talked to him about me?
Yeah, I said I had a panel. So hopefully I get him to return to some of those subjects, because some of them were really, really good. Like, some of them were really, really good. Actually, I sent him a question sheet of 50 questions, and I was going to add 4 or 5 more on, like, at the end. And he was just like, a lot of people have asked me these questions. So he picked a couple of them to answer, and then he really didn't want to disclose a lot of stuff. It was more like he wanted to pretty much, I guess he chose about 5 or 6 questions, and for the first hour and a half we talked about that, and then he wanted to do like the past, present, and future of Stephen Chang. So then we kind of like today we dove into that, and I think we're finishing that off tomorrow. So hopefully I can get him to answer the rest of the questions on the sheet, because the question sheet is epic. Like, I really thought hard about what to ask him, you know. I asked him everything that you guys asked. So, you know, if I could get him to do that. I think right now his big concern is trying to get the expose out. Mm-hmm. You know, and a lot of the questions that he was reading about, he didn't want to answer them because he thought, since a lot of things didn't happen with him directly, he didn't want to misrepresent a lot of the other people involved. But yeah, it was just wow.
Yeah, the reason I asked, because I was thinking, since you're involved with this project you're doing, where you want to show, maybe you can ask him or some other people who's helping you with this broadcast movie if they can help with us supporting Rambo. You can ask them that. You can.
I was thinking, when we do the thing with Mickey, when Mickey comes down and Jonas, and we get to film the First Blood reenactment scene, I was thinking maybe there's a way we can use that for supporting Rambo, and at the same time maybe have him say something that we could put into supporting Rambo.
Yeah, and also next time you talk to Stephen Chang, you can give him the rundown of what the movie's about, because you can help him get involved in it too if he wants.
Yeah, the best thing with this is funny. The best thing with Stephen is I write down, like, I email him a lot mostly, because once he gets going, it doesn't stop. Like, I try to ask questions, but you'll see what I mean. When you listen to the footage, he does not. I maybe the first time I got maybe 5-10 sentences in. Today, I think I got 3. Like, once he gets going, he doesn't want to stop, you know. So that's like one of the cool things about it is I really didn't have to do much. I just had to sit back and listen, and just be astonished, you know. Especially when it came down to talking about like David Carradine and Bruce Lee, you know, just stuff like, you know, during Wardrobe, how they had to do David Carradine's head and everything, and how he would be falling asleep and all that, and, you know, just wow. Especially the Bruce Lee stuff. And I really think that the fans of Grandmaster Stephen Chang are really gonna appreciate it, because it's a little bit more of a personal side of Stephen Chang, and he's just the warmest and the most caring type of guy, you know. He really opens up his heart to you. He's just a joy to talk to, you know, and like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about me not asking a lot of questions during the interview, because I just wanted him to tell me about his experiences, because his experiences are just so wow, you know. Like we were saying, like that, you know, there's that dying side of the genre, you know, the kind of what do you call that, like, you know, we don't have the actors like we used to have. We don't have them today. So Steven is really one of the last of epic actors. You know, he's really one of the last touchstones to what made cinema so great. You know, like all those movies they did, you know, like all those things he was involved in. There's some kind of transference into today's world. There's some kind of, you know, like in the past 10 years, I can't think of, you know, anything that tops what they all did back then. So it's really cool to be able to talk with Steven, because, like I said, he's just really warm and caring, and at the same time, we're gonna see things that he's never said before, been able to say before. So I'm probably gonna chop it into two. I'm gonna, you know, the first one's gonna be like the Stephen Chang Grandmaster special, which is gonna be like the interview with his stories and his experiences on First Blood, and with all these amazing actors, and you know, just amazing experiences he had. And then in the second one, we'll do a follow-up. I guess most of it's recorded, but we can use that. I gotta talk to him still about it, but we can use the other half as promotion to maybe, you know, get things moving, and do a bigger kind of project. So I'm not, you know, really sad about the whole question thing, about not getting too many of the questions I wrote down answered, because he just enlightened me, you know, with so much more, you know, things I would have never thought of, things I would have never known, things, you know, experiences. And for me, the best part about that was just being able to sit back, like I said, relax, and imagine what was going on. It was a very surreal experience. It was like I could just sit back and imagine what it was like to be there at that time, you know, in those places. And like I said, he's just the warmest and most caring person you could ever meet. You know, he really does care about his fans. And that's something you don't see every day, you know. That's something definitely that has been lost along the way with today's actors. Steven really does care about his fans. You know, he really does pay attention to what they need and what they desire and what they want. You know that when you're gonna get, you know, when Steven's involved, he's really gonna take the time to help nurture whatever project he's working on with whoever. So for me, this is a very big privilege, because, you know, I'm still starstruck. You know, every time my phone rings and I talk to him, or every time I call him, I just or email, or whatever the case may be. It's just one of those things that I don't want it to end. You know, like